This is a trampoline park built in someone's backyard. There's no staff, no rules, and attractions that are so dangerous, no other trampoline park would ever think to have them. So today I'm testing, rating, and exposing it myself to find out if all this chaos makes it more fun or if this place shouldn't exist at all. To be honest, my very first impression of the park was that this place is literally everything that I've always dreamed of. But I was still left with a couple of conflicting thoughts.
Honestly, can't really depict whether or not this looks super fun or extremely dangerous.
However, although I had no idea what to expect, I was still really excited to try everything here. But before we test anything in this backyard trampoline park, first we need to do a safety inspection. Ta-da! As you can tell, I look like an inspector because I have a safety vest and hard hat and my handy-dandy clipboard. I have this clipboard to take note of all the dangerous hazards I see before I test any of this madness. So, let's go. We have this really big trampoline, which honestly, everything looks pretty good. It looks high quality, if anything. I don't think any toddler or any untrained person should be jumping on this thing, but we'll be seeing how dangerous this thing is later. So there's another trampoline right here. It's a rectangle, pretty intact. I'm not gonna lie. This looks pretty good. Feels pretty nice. The pads are intact. There's nothing ripped or exposed or anything. That's pretty good. So far, the inspection was going pretty good until I saw something that literally made my stomach drop. This is beyond the most dangerous thing that we found so far. There is literally a 4-foot gaping hole right next to a super trampoline. This is not acceptable, guys. I'm not sure why there's tape everywhere. Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that tape literally holding the trampoline legs together? Brother, what? Oh my goodness. Hold up. See that, ladies and gentlemen? That is a gaping hole inside of this trampoline. If you just jump on here, just maybe once, this thing's probably ripping. I gotta say, these springs are quite rusted. You can tell they're aged, ready to break anytime. And just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, this next trampoline I inspected is hands down the most dangerous trampoline I've ever seen in my life. Would you just look at this trampoline? I don't even know why anyone would want to jump on this thing. This is extremely terrifying. You have barely any space to land on it. There's no way that you're not gonna land on at least one of these things, bro. Just look at this. How is this safe? Now, on the other side of this backyard trampoline park is something you would never see at a normal trampoline park, but it is one of the things that make this place unique and possibly more dangerous. So let's give it a quick inspection. Oh, that's sketchy. Clearly, this thing was built to do flips off of and land in the sand. We're gonna go ahead and give the sand a quick little inspection. Oh, hey Parker. Are you sleeping here? Yeah. Oh, word. Yeah, every night. I don't know if it's safe to sleep here, dude. Something super sketchy is the fact that they have water puddles everywhere. Anybody can slip, fall, and possibly even break their necks. That is not okay. Let's move on. Well, we're done with the safety inspection, guys. And if I'm being honest, there's not a single thing safe about this place. This place is a freaking disaster. So for now, the safety rating that I'll be giving this place out of 10 is a 2. And that's being generous. Honestly, it's already looking like this place shouldn't exist at all, but we do still have to test it. And to do that, I'm gonna be judging everything by 2 different things: the fun and the safety. Starting with this huge square mega trampoline. And as soon as I started jumping on this thing, I quickly realized this is easily the bounciest trampoline I think I've ever jumped on. You get so much height by barely even jumping, and it made every single flip that I did extremely easy. This trampoline is actually really fun and also pretty safe and perfectly intact. The only thing that's quite dangerous about it is the fact that it can pretty much launch you to the moon. So if you're a child or a toddler, I do not recommend jumping on this thing. Safety, I'll give it a nice 6 out of 10. And for fun, I'm gonna give it a nice 8 out of 10. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Next attraction. This is the next segment we're trying, and honestly, I am genuinely terrified.
I am not excited to go on that one.
Bob wanted to demonstrate to me how to make use of every single trampoline in this area, which, if we're being honest here, doesn't seem safe at all. But then it was my turn to go, and at first it was going pretty smooth until this happened.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, his foot was like on the spring. You barely made that jump back. You got it though, let's go.
I'm never doing that again.
It's really safe actually when you think about it though, because there's like a mat right here.
Parker has an idea. He wants to jump from this trampoline all the way to this mat, which is an insanely huge gap. You're not usually able to do something like this at a trampoline park, but because of this place has no rules and no staff other than the owner, which clearly isn't doing anything about the safety, you can pretty much do anything you want.
He's cooked, chat. Oh! Bob's trying. Oh!
My body made it under it.
Dude, I think that counts. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. No. Oh god. Oh gosh.
No, he's cooking. He's cooking. I thought he was cooking.
He's not cooking. So close. Oh, congrats. Congrats. Yay, yay, snaps. Yay, yay, yay. I think we're done with this segment. Is it safe? Absolutely not. But fun it was indeed. I'm gonna give the safety rating of this area a solid 2 out of 10. But the fun, I'm gonna give it a solid 9 out of 10. This is definitely the most fun that I've had at the park so far.
Now, before moving on to the next attraction, I decided to investigate Bob by asking him a few questions about this absolute disaster he calls a trampoline park.
What exactly like made you want to build this thing in the first place?
I have no clue.
My next question is, has there been any serious injuries already or anything?
So many.
Oh.
The first day that we installed the spring floor, Parker knocked himself out and then had to go to the doctor because he started throwing up a bunch.
Honestly, after asking those questions, it really doesn't seem like this place should exist at all. However, we still have a lot of attractions to test to find out the answer to that question. So for now, let's move on to the next attraction. And as I walked up to the next attraction, I remembered there's a hazard here that can get one of us seriously injured.
I see a hole, Bob.
Let me take a look. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Find out. Okay.
Oh, it made noise. Never mind. Okay.
However, I wanted to see if it was possible to do a flip on this thing without it ripping.
We're gonna see who can do the most backflips on this trampoline with a hole in it.
But before we even got a chance to find the answer to that, the most unimaginable thing happened.
Ooh! That's fine. I think that's supposed to happen. I'll go grab my duct tape. I'll fix it right up. That went from being like a 1-inch hole to half the trampoline being gone, bro.
Witnessing that in real time, I am genuinely terrified at what can possibly happen next.
I mean, there's really nothing else to say. The safety for this thing, I'm gonna have to give it a 0 out of 10.
Hold up. 0 out of 10. There's still 50% of the trampoline left. That deserves 5 out of 10, right?
You almost died.
It's still usable. Look, you can literally still flip on this for sure. Oh. Okay, you might be right.
I rate the safety 0 out of 10. And the fun, also 0 out of 10. On to the next attraction.
But before we move on to the next main attraction, I still had a few more questions for Bob regarding this area of the park.
I'd like to inquire you about something, Bob. The only thing holding these trampoline legs together is duct tape. Am I seeing this right? What's going on here? Usually there's like nails and screws and stuff to hold the leg intact.
That is true. But duct tape, you know? And now that there's duct tape on it, you can lift it and it doesn't fall apart like it used to.
I think what I really want to try is I haven't really tried this spring floor yet.
And if you guys remember earlier, Bob literally said the first day they installed this, Parker knocked himself unconscious by doing a flip. So, that was horrible. I guess now we're gonna see if this thing is actually fun or if it's like any safe at all.
Oh! Hey, good job. Hey, you did a good job. You did a good job, Parker.
I'll give you all the money in my pocket if you can do this trick.
So I actually have no idea what that was. Like, genuinely, I literally have no idea what that was.
That was a pretty good try.
So the last thing I'm going to be doing for the spring floor to test the fun and the safety of it, I'm going to be seeing how many corks I can do on this thing. Now, a corkscrew is a backflip with a twist with one leg. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but in case it doesn't, it looks like this.
God.
So the goal, do as many of those as I possibly can consecutively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, God. Let's go, dude. I gotta say, the spring floor, it's honestly pretty safe and a lot of fun. I'm gonna rate the safety of this attraction 10 out of 10. And also the fun, 10 out of 10.
This is the next attraction we're gonna be testing, but to see if it's fun and actually safe, I'm gonna be doing flips off of the bars and the huge wooden structure. However,
Something I'm like really concerned about is the fact that there's water everywhere and I'm literally slipping every step I take up here. So if I mess up on my setup, there's a really big chance I can get hurt pretty bad, and I'm really not trying to do that. That was really clean. All right, let's try a couple more things around this area, see how much fun we can have. I've done a lot of tricks off this thing. This thing is pretty sturdy. It really doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. However, these bars, as you can tell, they're not the most sturdy at all, and that's really not safe whatsoever. This is probably one of the most fun segments that I've been on. I'm able to do a lot of things here that I can't do at all at any other trampoline park because I love doing things like this. Now, the safety of it, the wood part, it's pretty solid, it's intact, but the bars are just like super unstable and not safe at all. So I think I'm gonna be giving a rating separately for both of these. For the safe rating for the big wooden structure, I'm gonna give a nice 10 out of 10. And for the fun of it, I'm also gonna give it a nice 10 out of 10. However, the safety of the bars is not so good. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. But the fun of it, I think I'm gonna give it a solid 6, 7 out of 10.
now we're almost finished testing the entire backyard trampoline park. However, one area we missed is the section that is pretty much just a mini skate park, which obviously you would never see this at any other trampoline park, but it is a part of this one, so we have to test it to find the answer to the ultimate question, which is whether or not this place should actually exist. You guys probably didn't know this about me, but when it comes to riding scooters, I am the best. Okay, maybe not, but honestly, I'm not sure why I thought it was a good idea to do this with a ton of puddles everywhere, so by no means is this fun or safe. I rate the fun 1 out of 10 and the safety 0 out of 10. Now, although I am in excruciating amounts of pain, it's time to give my final verdict of this backyard trampoline park.
Should this place exist? Absolutely not. No, it shouldn't. But I am absolutely insanely glad it does because I did have an absolute blast. There's a lot of things here you can't do at all at any other trampoline park, including everything we did here. However, I will say, if you step foot on this backyard trampoline park, you must be a trained professional like yours truly. Here goes nothing. Here's my final rating. My official final safety rating of this entire place is a 2 out of 10. And that's being nice.
However, I genuinely had so much fun being here. Having something like this in my own backyard one day would literally be a dream come true. So with that being said, my official and personal fun rating of this entire backyard trampoline park is gonna be a 10 out of 10.